Good morning, viewers. In today's tutorial, we are going to talk about something that people don't always, understand very, very clearly. When we mention nouns, of course, the nouns are names. Everybody knows that. People will always have it in mind that we are making reference to names. But I need to tell someone out there that you don't conclude, even when you have something as a name, you don't just rush into that hasty conclusion that it is a name until you see its structure in a sentence. What do I mean? The way the use of a particular English word is made in a particular sentence determines its grammatical class. Let me say it again. The way the arrangement or the structural pattern or arrangement of a particular expression determines the individual words existing in such expression, the particular word class or classes they belong to. Like I said, nouns are just names. But do you know that such names could also be seen as adjectives? It depends on how they are arranged in sentences. For example, let me make a little digression. Something like this expression, if I should say the past tense of is, was. Of course, this is a correct statement in English language, but then it is a sentence. Now, look at this sentence. The past tense of is was. What are we talking about now? Is as a concept, as a name, as something, all right? Was also as something. Now, from this expression, do you know that this is here, the only is that is a verb here is this particular one, but this second one, it's not a verb. And this was, which is the past tense of is, as circled here, is also not a verb. Because we are now looking at them as concepts. The past tense of this is this. And because we can replace this with this, as in this, like this, all right? Yes, because we could say the past tense of this is this, all right? Now, this possibility makes it a noun. We are now looking at this as a name. The past tense of something, which is, the past tense. Now, somebody could say, what is the past tense? What is the name of that thing that the English teacher mentioned? And he said that the past tense of that particular name is another name. Now, look at it. The name which its past tense is another name is. What is the other name which is its past tense? Was. Have you seen it? So we are looking at these words, which are verbs originally, as nouns because of the structure of this particular sentence. So that's why I want us to take note of this. Although we have words which originally we know, they could be nouns, they could be verbs, they could be adjectives, they could be adverbs, prepositions, and so on. But then let's also remember that as we get higher, as we move higher in learning, we don't rush into hasty conclusion that these particular names are belonging to these grammatical classes. Let's wait until we'll see their use in expressions before we now consider the structure and the arrangement of the sentence, and then we are able to understand the particular grammatical classes they belong to. Now, look at the board. We have the first one. We are looking at nouns as adjectives. Is it possible for nouns to be adjectives? Of course, yes. What is nouns? Nouns are names. When we mention nouns, we are talking about names, of course. What are adjectives? Adjectives are words that are used to describe nouns or pronouns in sentences. All right? We use the adjectives to describe or qualify nouns or pronouns in sentences. Remember, nouns are names. Okay? Now, adjectives are words that describe or qualify those names. Now, when we see something like doctor, doctor is, of course, name. It is a name. Name of what? Name of a person. Those days when we were still at the kindergarten level, there was this definition we learned, the definition of a noun. Noun is the name of a person, animal, place, or thing. Now, going by that, you notice that doctor is the name of a person, of course. Who do we call doctor? We call human beings doctor. That's why it is a name we use to refer to human beings with, okay? We have college. College is the name of a place, institution, okay? School, that's where we call college, name of a place, all right? And we have telephone. Telephone is the name of something. Yes, there's something we call telephone. Of course, you know that. So that's the name of something. Name of a person, animal, place, or thing. So the telephone comes under the thing, all right? We have computer. Computer is equally the name of something. But then, look at this structure. The doctor's table, all right? We equally have table here. Table is a noun. We have library. Library is the name of a place. The table is the name of something too. So we have doctor, we have it as a name of a person. We have table here, name of a person as well. Now we have college, name of a place. Library is equally the name of a place. We have telephone, name of something. Cord is equally name of something. They are all names. Computer is equally name, and room is also a name of a place. Room, inside the room, that's a place. So room is equally a name. But because we have an expression such as the doctor's table, what do we notice here? We are now talking about the doctor's table. As an expression, we look at this to be a noun phrase. All right? Noun phrase. It has now embodied or involved group of words. Now, from this group of words, how do we picture them? And then we are able to pick them out, single the words, the existing words, one after the other, and we are merging them with their various grammatical classes. Okay? Now, when we have something like this, the doctor's table, look at the head word. The head word is what we call the noun. All right? Because we are talking about table here. That's the head word. Table is the only noun we have here. Now, which table are you referring to? Which table do you mean? That's when you now talk about the doctor's table. Now, what is the function of this? What is doctors here doing? This cannot be a noun anymore, all right? It is now an adjective describing the table you are referring to. Have you seen it? So, doctor's table. Teachers, it could be teacher's table. It could be child's table. It could be beautiful table. It could be any table at all. So the function of this is adjective. It is an adjective describing the noun, the head word, which is the noun, table. The second one, college, library. So the first thing, the major thing here, which is the head word, and we are talking about it, is the library. Now, which library are you talking about? College library. Have you seen it? So the college here is what? An adjective. It is not a noun. The same thing happens here. Cord. We are talking about cord. I need a cord, please. Could you assist me? Help me out. I just need a cord. And somebody will ask, what cord? What cord are you talking about? Telephone cord. You now describe the cord you are talking about. So the telephone is what? An adjective describing the cord. The same thing here, room. I need to get into that room. I must have to get into that room. Come on, what are you talking about? Which room are you referring to? Computer room. You now describe the room. Now, this is describing the particular room you are talking about. The same thing here, we have dish. What dish? Nigerian dish. You now see that the expression Nigerian, it's not a noun here, but what? An adjective describing the dish. And here we have it as weather. What weather? What weather? The weather is good. I love this weather. What weather is that? English weather. Have you seen it? So the English, which originally should be a noun, is now functioning as an adjective describing the noun, which is weather, being the head word. And we have this as flag, name of something. Which flag? Is it Nigerian flag? Is it a British flag? Is it Ghana flag? No, we are talking about United States flag. So the United States here is what? An adjective describing the particular flag we are talking about. Finally, we have perfume. And what perfume are you referring to? Which one? Which of the perfumes? If we have many, which particular perfume? It is what? Arabian perfume. So the Arabian is equally an adjective describing the perfume. All right. Now, if you see what we've done here, you notice that a word which is originally a noun could be used as a verb, as an adjective. It depends on the structural patterning or arrangement of the expression. Very, very important. If you've really enjoyed this kind of teaching, I urge you, I plead with you to do well to subscribe to our channel. That's where we are bent, because we have this vision of bringing the knowledge of English language very close to the doorstep of as many as would want to learn. Thank you very much. Thank you for being there for us.